Hey everyone, how's it going? Welcome back to another Q&A video. So thank you guys first of all for posting all your questions on Instagram. I really do appreciate it. I'm going to be posting my non-spoiler review for episode 13. Yeah, that's right, 13. I'll be posting that today. I haven't seen it yet. I'm going to be recording my reaction right away, and then I'm going to upload my reaction, I think, tonight. I normally would wait until Sunday to post my reaction to something like that, but there's kind of no point. Like, I may as well give it to you early, right? So I'm going to post my reaction to episode 13 tonight, and then, yeah, if you are a member of the channel, you're going to see that. And also, the podcast is coming together very, very well right now. Everything's going good, and it's about to be uploaded. We're going to be uploading it on Spotify first. It'll be there a little bit before we upload it here on YouTube, and yeah, we have the name, the artwork, everything's all good to go. We have to upload the first episode, and yeah. But let's jump into the first question here. Are you a Walking Dead comic reader? / if so, are you buying every cover of the deluxe editions like me every 2 weeks? Well, I was a Walking Dead comic reader. Like, I read the comics from, I mean, I started reading it in like, what, 2015 or something like that. I read it around the time of A New Beginning, and I started from there. So I remember the entire Whisperer arc. I even remember All Out War, because I was aware of the comics at that point when All Out War was out. And I remember All Out War Part 1 and Part 2. I remember seeing those covers and everyone hyping all of that, but I just never got into reading it yet. I didn't really know the story of the comic too much. I was just a big fan of the show at that point. And yeah, I've collected I have most of the issues of The Walking Dead. I don't have like the first ones, because obviously those things are very rare and very, very expensive to get. But in terms of the deluxe editions, buying them every 2 weeks, I just haven't really had the time, but I do have them. I am collecting them. I have like this bin or box number or whatever, and I go to my local comic book shop and I pick them up there every month or so. But with all the restrictions and stuff right now, like, things open up, things close down, things open up, things close down. It's just one of those things. And so sometimes these places are closed, sometimes they're opened, and I just really haven't had the time to go there. But I am collecting them for sure, but I have missed a couple. I think I missed issue 2 or 3. It's something like that, but I have been wanting to post a review about it, but there's kind of no point. I think what I will do at some point is just do, like, as soon as issue 20 comes out, talk about those first 20 issues and just my thoughts on the coloring and everything. Like, to do it every 2 weeks or every month and review the story makes no sense, because I kind of already did that. If you could pick one actor and one actress to become a character in the Walking Dead television show, part of a main cast or side character, who would they be? Well, if I had to pick one person to be in the Walking Dead, I guess I would pick Viggo Mortensen, the guy who plays Aragorn in Lord of the Rings. I would just love it if he played Rick's brother. I know that's so ridiculous, but I think that would be really cool. And if I had to pick one actress, let's see, I can't really think of an actress. Like, I do like Julia Louis-Dreyfus. I think it'd be pretty cool if she was in the Walking Dead universe. What would be your ranking for the 6 extra episodes of The Walking Dead? Well, here's Negan as number 1. Followed by the Gabriel episode, and then I'd probably put episode 17 next, and then episode 18, and then episode 20, and then 21. I think that would be my ranking. You've already explained how you think The Walking Dead will end in terms of the series finale involving Rick and such, but how do you think the reunion between Rick and the others, like Daryl, Maggie, and Judith, will happen? Well, I have a feeling it's going to happen by them finding out that Rick's alive already. And so there's not going to be that big surprise where, like, they see Rick out of nowhere. Though I think with some characters that would be really awesome to have happen. I think there should be some characters that are just unaware that Rick's alive out there. But then again, I don't know how you're going to keep that a secret. But the show can just do that, right? Like, the show easily can do that because Judith knows this big thing and she's not telling anyone right now. But I think Daryl's going to find out soon. Like, there's so many ways he's going to find out. Not even from Judith, but there's Virgil. There's a lot of ways he can find out, and I think it's going to be in the movies. Like, obviously, I think that reunion is going to happen in the movies, and we are most likely going to see it from Rick's perspective, like Rick seeing or finding them first. We're not going to see Daryl and them searching for Rick and then coming across him. It's going to be Rick doing something, and then at some point, he's just kind of looking around, and he looks, and he sees Daryl and, like, Michonne and everyone. And he's just like, what? Like, it'll probably be very similar to the season 1 scene with when he finds Lori and Carl. And the reason I'm saying Rick's perspective is because it's the Rick movies, right? It's going to be a Rick trilogy. So, favorite Walking Dead character who is exclusive to each medium, show, comic, and game. So, like RJ, Billy Green, and Clementine, for example. Well, in the show, I would obviously have to go with Rick Grimes. In the comic, I would have to go with Negan. And then in the game, I like Clementine. Clementine is awesome. How can you not like her? You think CRM will play any connection at the end of this season of Fear? I think it would be really amazing. I think they could do something there. I don't really know what as of now, though. I'm not really giving you much, but it is just so hard to say right now. Like, they can go in so many directions with it. Althea is trying to go and find Isabel. And so where does that lead? Does that lead to something in the finale, or is that more of a season 7 thing? They are going to start to be more intertwined with the story, I think, because this new cult group here, they are like trying to destroy the surface of the world. And so, yeah, they're going to be involved in that for sure. Do you think the dream sequence when it said Alicia went back to the stadium will still lead them back to, or they're showing that Madison made it? I do think Madison's going to come back to the show. I know a lot of people make fun of people for thinking that, but there is some proof that Madison is going to return. I just don't know about this season. And we're going to talk about the episode titled Mother, because it's like, on one hand, the episode is titled Mother, so obviously that must mean Madison's coming back in some way, because they've mentioned a lot of things about Alicia's mom, combined with what the showrunners have said, this and that, but they've also trolled us before. But then again, do you want to troll fans? Do you want to name an episode Mother and not have Madison come back in any way? I do think the people that she reunites with, like the old friends thing, I don't think that's her mom, like Madison. I think it's possible that maybe at the very end we see Madison or something like that. I think that could be possible, but we'll have to wait and see at this point. How are you feeling? I'm feeling really awesome. And do you think we'll ever see the CRM soldiers on The Walking Dead? I think probably not on The Walking Dead. No, I don't think we'll see them on The Walking Dead. What happened to the Walking Dead rewatch series? Oh, I'm still doing that. I'm still doing that. I've just been focusing on the podcast right now, trying to get these first episodes out. And then I'm still going to be working on that. That's going to be a series that is always going to have breaks here and there. I haven't done it since last fall. I'll probably start to do it very soon, and I'll do it for a month or two, or about 2-3 months or something like that. I'll get all season 2, a lot of season 3 done, and I'll probably take a break again for a bit, just because it would be really hard to do it every single week or every 2 weeks. You know what I mean? I could do it. It's not too hard, I guess. But yeah, that is something that definitely expect me to take breaks on. Off topic of The Walking Dead, but do you like anime? If so, which is your favorite? I'm not the biggest fan of anime. I'm not not a fan. I haven't really watched it. If I had to choose, I guess Dragon Ball Z, just because that's what I grew up with. So you think a big cliffhanger moment could be Madison's return at the end of the season? It could even be at the end of episode 14, because there's a break between episode 14 and 15. It might be unrelated as to why there's a break. They might have needed extra time to work on the episodes. But I think there could be potentially something there. So do you think Negan is going to be a part of the Commonwealth arc, or is he going to be exiled before? By the way, love your videos. Keep up the great work. Thank you so much. Yeah, he is going to be a big part of it. I don't know in what way. They're definitely changing a lot from the comic, because at this point, he's not even a part of the story. He's just gone. So I can't wait. Honestly, I can't wait to see what they're going to do with it. What are the odds that Madison shows up in the Rick movies as Rick's new wife? That is not happening. That is never happening. Do you believe Morgan will leave Fear in the beginning of season 7? All the signs point out, just like with Rick. P.S. It's ironic how this week's Fear episode was on Mother's Day and Grace's baby died. I know that. When I saw that, I just laughed. I was like, are you kidding me? As if the timing worked out that way. It's sad, obviously. It's such a tragic thing. Come on, as if you release that, you have that scene on Mother's Day. But then again, there are mothers who have went through that, and yeah, I don't know. It's sad. I just found it funny. Not in an asshole way or anything. Obviously, I understand how sad that is. I'm just, the whole situation, Jesus Christ. Who would win in a fight, Rick or Daryl? I would probably go with Daryl. But wait, didn't they fight already in season 8? I can't remember who won that. When does your podcast come out, and will it eventually be every single episode of The Walking Dead? No, the way we're doing the podcast is talking about each season. We're going to have a bunch of different topics, and so there will be 10 episodes for sure, covering all 10 seasons. There may be topic episodes in terms of just talking about this one idea, in between kind of thing. And besides that, for the final season, we'll review every episode, just kind of talk about it. But we're going to add some other stuff too. We're not going to just talk about The Walking Dead entirely. It's not going to be so much talking about horror movies and all that kind of stuff, because me and my buddy are going to be talking about that. That's our podcast, Films from the Crypt. That's where we're going to go into horror movies, and that's going to be the whole horror genre and stuff. This is going to be Walking Dead focused, and just kind of also just focused on just what me and her are up to in our lives and stuff. And it's going to be a mix of all of that. Sometimes we'll probably go off and talk about a bunch of other things, but it's all going to be within the same theme. It's all going to be related. It's it would be cool if there wasn't an end date to it. I know we're planning this thing to be a limited thing, but we'll see where we're at when we get to that point. Are you ever going to do a what if series on your YouTube channel? I don't think I'm ever going to, just because they don't age too well, and it's just I know people think they're fun. And the thing is, though, is in order to do a what if series, you need to be you gotta take a lot of different angles in it, right? Like if you do a video like what if Shane survived during the Negan arc or something like that, you gotta take into consideration a lot of different things throughout the series, and it's a lot of work kind of for nothing too. So I don't know if I'll ever do one. Do you believe Rick will be in the final season, and if so, for how long? Final 8 episodes, 3 episodes, final minutes of the finale? That last one there, final minutes of the finale. He's not going to be a big part of it. He is going to be a part of it though. There's no way they can have Rick not a part of the final season. But they gotta do this Commonwealth arc. The timeline of when he's gone, and all of that on the movies, that stuff, they can't mess with that. So if they do that last episode there where they jump forward however many years into the future, I think Rick could be there. I think they could switch out Carl for reading that story, and it could be Rick reading that story. That's kind of how I'm seeing it. Also, will you tell your kids to watch the Walking Dead franchise when they are older? Oh yeah, I'll totally watch it with them. I think that'd be amazing to actually watch the Walking Dead with them. I can't wait to see their reactions to everything, like to experience Herschel's death, just, you know, every moment that has ever happened. So the whole thing with Sophia, I think there's so much about the show that it's amazing. And that's what rewatching the series is showing me and reminding me that this show is good for a reason. And my girlfriend too, like, you'll hear her thoughts about that, but she just started watching it and she's like, Jesus Christ, I forgot how good this show is. And I'm like, yeah, that's why it was so good. Like, anyways, I'll leave it here. Post all your thoughts down below. Hope you guys all enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.